Hello dear students. In the previous lecture, we covered all the topics of Unit 1, and today we will try to start Unit 2, that is satellite subsystems. Before going to the topic, we will see the contents briefly. Total 6 contents are there, 6 topics are there. Attitude and orbit control system, telemetry tracking command and monitoring subsystem, that is TTC and M, power system, communication subsystem, satellite antennas, equipment reliability, and space qualification. These are the contents present in the satellite subsystem unit. So there are major 5 subsystems present on the satellite. Okay, attitude and orbit control system, TTC and M, power system, communication subsystem, and satellite antennas. The communication subsystem is the heart of the satellite. In order to perform the transmission and reception from the earth station to and fro from the earth station, communication system subsystem is responsible. In order to support the communication subsystem, there are few other subsystems like attitude and orbit control system, TTC and M, power system, and satellite antennas present on the satellite. First, today we'll try to know what is attitude and orbit control system. Here, attitude means position of the satellite. Attitude means position or location of the satellite. So this subsystem consists of rocket motors that are used to move the satellite back to the correct position. When some external forces cause it to drift off. What are those external forces? It may be due to the irregular gravitational force acting on it by the earth. It may be due to the out of plane forces of the earth, the moon, as well as the sun acting on it. Okay, whatever it may be, when the satellite is getting disturbed, the rocket motors present on the satellite will bring back the satellite to the correct position. Okay. There are 2 ways to make the satellite stable in its orbit, or we can say there are 2 types of satellites. Okay, they can be the position of the satellite, they can be corrected. Okay, so in 2 different ways. Okay. So one is if it is a spinner satellite, the correcting the position of the satellite is different. If it is a 3-axis stabilized satellite, the position correction of the 3-axis stabilized satellite is different. You see, the body of the satellite can be rotated at a rate between 30 to 100 RPM. Okay, that provides the stability of the spin axis and keeps pointing towards the same direction, that is towards the earth station. Okay, and that kind of satellites are called as the spinner satellites. What is spinner satellite? Whenever the satellite is getting disturbed, from the position, the satellite spins. Okay, due to the spinning, gyroscopic forces generates. Okay, and the gyroscopic forces will move the satellite to the correct position. So such type of satellites are called as spinner satellites. The satellite position can be corrected, okay, in another way, in another type of satellite, by running or making the momentum wheels, okay, to rotate, so that the momentum wheel which is rotating in one direction will make the satellite to move in another direction. This is called as a 3-axis stabilized satellite. Generally, the momentum wheel is usually a metal solid disc, okay, driven by the electric motor. There is one momentum wheel for each axis, okay, and they are rotated whenever the satellite gets disturbed. The momentum wheel gets rotated, and due to the rotational force of the momentum wheel, the satellite will move into the correct position, okay, or correct orbit. There are 2 types of rocket motors generally used on the satellite. One is bipropellant thrusters and another one is arc jets or ion thrusters. In a three-axis stabilized satellite, okay, one pair of gas jets is required for each axis to provide rotation in both directions. So generally, the satellite attitude is defined in terms of three names. Okay, in terms of three axis, if it is a three-axis stabilized satellite, one is roll, one is pitch, one is yaw. Okay, you can see that you can see the diagram here. If it is the axis is if the momentum wheel is rotating in x, which is present in the x direction, okay, so we call it is a roll. If it is on y direction, we call pitch. If it is on z direction, it's called yaw. Okay, so if you come to the orbit control system, here you can observe a block diagram of a typical onboard control system of a spinner satellite. It consists of three blocks. One is D-spin control system. Second one is attitude control. These all the four blocks come under attitude control system. And the last one is command and telemetry system. The D-spin control system is used to move the satellite. It is used to spin the satellite, or it is used to rotate the antenna of the satellite towards the earth station. There are so many sensors present on the satellite. Okay, so upper sensor, lower sensor, so many types of sensors present on the antenna, sensor present on the battery, sensor present on the solar panel. So many types, hundreds of sensors are present on the satellite. Okay, so here the earth pulse input, that is the input to be transmitted to the earth. Okay, so before that there is a comparison between the signals coming from the upper sensor and lower sensor of the satellite. Okay, so which is given to the east-west control unit, EW, east-west control unit, due to which the antenna drive servo motor will rotate, and the position of the antenna is sensed by the antenna position sensor. Okay, the first block is used to know whether the antenna is directed towards the earth station or not. The second one is earth pulse comparator. Okay, the same sensors are given to the sensor inputs are given to the earth pulse comparator. If there is any variation in the sensors, then attitude control system will be switched on. Okay, from the ground control system station, and the arc jet control unit will switch on the arc jets. Okay, due to which the spinning of the satellite will start. The satellite will start spinning. Whenever the satellite will start spinning, the gyroscopic forces generated due to the spinning of the satellite will make the satellite to come back to the correct position. All these controlling of the antenna position, controlling of the what we say the position of the satellite is done through the command and telemetry system present at the earth station, and the same command and the earth station, telemetry station is present on the satellite also. You can see command receiver, command control system, telemetry transmitter. This is present at the satellite. The same part is present at the earth station also. So earth station will be continuously, earth station command system will be continuously transmitting the commands to the satellite. Okay, through the which are received by the command and telemetry system present on the satellite. So telemetry tracking command monitoring system is present partially on the satellite as well as at the earth station. Okay, so this is what is attitude and orbit control system. In the next class, we will try to learn the second communication subsystem, that is telemetry tracking command and monitoring subsystem in detail. Thank you very much.